This video is an update on a Loosymokes green energy project that we did in collaboration with Tumble Circus. My initial idea was to run the music and lights for one act off-grid, but as we began to understand the power needs and also better understand the solar and battery technology that was out there, we realized that we might be able to run an entire circus show on a big top off-grid, so we set out to do that. We started by going to Winter Circus that Tumble hosts every year in Belfast and measuring all of their energy usage. And we figured out they were using about 20 kilowatt hours, and most of that was coming from festoon lighting that was a bit old and wasn't LED. Initially, we looked at a railway handcart. That would be an interactive thing where the public could pump the handcart producing electricity with solar panels above. Once we'd sized the solar panels, we quickly realized that the handcart just wasn't going to fit. So we bought a caravan trailer, and we designed a system where the panels would slide in underneath with one panel left on top during transport. This would allow us to put two panels on top of it and two out the front and two out the back. And here's a picture of the final outcome of the project before we go through how we built it. So we started with reinforcing the chassis of the trailer and then started to design a system to hold the panels during transport. We drew inspiration from bread trucks and designed a rack where they would all slide in without touching one another. To make the panels easy to set up, we used weld-on hinges connected to each of the metal frames holding the solar panels. We wanted the legs to be fully adjustable, so we sleeved the lower part of the leg inside the upper part and also put a screw foot on the bottom. We put doors on the front and back, and here is the trailer ready to go off for galvanizing. And here we are a few weeks later, bringing the galvanized trailer back in. We made the base of the trailer and also the sides out of recycled plastic sheeting that you'd use in farmyards. This stuff is easy to work with and shove into awkward locations, but also bends a lot and so needs a lot of reinforcement. Here's a shot of all the panels secured in for the roof, the sides, and the base of the trailer. And we also added in tabs so that water would run down and off the trailer and not get caught between the plastic and the steel. We brought the solar panels in and started trying to fit them into the frames, and again the galvanizing had left a lot of residue at the corners, and so we had to clean that up before we could start mounting the panels in their frames. The bread box then got slid in and we bolted it to the chassis of the trailer. You can see where we're going to mount the batteries there on top. Here's all the panels stored inside for the first time. And the doors on with a panel mounted on top ready for transport. We serviced the wheels and the hubs and brakes. We had an electrician hook up the output, a single fuse with a 16 amp for now, and also connect the batteries through a fuse box to the inverter and to one another. We drove it down the road to Carlow Arts Festival, and here's a shot of us setting it up on site. We plugged it in, and it started turning sunlight into electricity. We ran two productions with it last summer, First Light at Carlow Arts Festival, and also a run of shows in the Tumble Circus tent up in Donegal. The final specs for the trailer is 3 4.8 kilowatt lithium batteries and 6 400-watt solar panels. And we're currently looking for more projects that are interested in running large productions off-grid, so please get in contact if you have something that you think might be suitable. And we'd like to thank Ken and Tina from Tumble Circus, Patty Bloomer, and Aoife Rowley, as well as Conor McCaig for making the whole thing, and the Arts Council of Ireland for supporting the development of the project.
Come here, come here, come on.